All right, about our services. We've got a service that's relatively new, something that we love to run. We call it the GBP LSA. We also might use the term local leader with it. What that is, GBP is Google Business Profile, LSA is Local Service Ads. This is a solution that can work not only with real estate agents, but with any local service provider, any local home service business. It's a great solution. It's something that I think everybody needs to start with as their base. The reason we call it local leader is because if done right, you can be the premier solution in your market online on Google search, inside Gemini, and as we sort of see inside potentially Apple and Siri. So we tell people GBP LSA is more important than you think. There's opportunity there. So, and what that solution looks like is your Google business profile. Yeah, you filled it out and yeah, you got some information in it, but do you have any new content in it? Are you getting reviews? Are you getting any information into there to help with Google knowing who you are, what you do, and why you are important? And the reason I say Google is because a lot of times nobody looks at your GVP. The only time anybody looks at that is if they do a search for best realtor in XYZ, top realtor in XYZ. And then they go to the map pack. And if you're in that map pack and you show up, then what you essentially are doing is you're saying, I'm one of the top people. Google's identifying you as one of the top people. If somebody clicks on that and starts to look through your reviews, if you have like 5 reviews and then your competitor has 600 reviews and there are 5 out of 5 stars and you're 5 out of 5 stars, and they start to read through those reviews, that's important to them. That's important to a lot more people than you think. And also think about that when you're going and look for what's the best place to eat tonight and you're not familiar with the area, or you are familiar with the area and you want to find the top spot for Chinese, the top spot for steakhouse, any of that stuff, right? That's important in the world of digital marketing. So GBP, what we're doing in that solution is every week we're making sure you're getting new posts up there. You're responding to reviews. Nobody seems to know that they need to respond to the reviews. Thank that person. Tell them the experience was great for you as well, and you hope to see them soon. And hope everything is great on their home purchase if you're a realtor. Responding to reviews is important. Getting posts is important. Getting images up there, getting content in there, super important. Making sure that you're getting, 1 to 2 reviews a week would be optimal. It would be great. You could throw 50 reviews in one spot and then let it sit. But that stagnation tells Google that you're really not that active and you really don't care that much about them. They want to feel important. And it sounds crazy, but all signs point to that. The more you get a review every week or 2 every week, the more Google's going to give you love on that map pack, and you're going to show up in the map search results, or you're looking for the near me stuff. What's the top realtor near me? Well, in that map pack, the person that's gotten the most reviews most commonly is going to show up there. Now we go on to the other side of it, the LSA, local service ads. Local service ads are relatively new in the world still. They were really, really hot in real estate right off of 2020. Everybody signed up for it. Everybody was loving it. And then all of a sudden it disappeared. And a lot of people hate it. A lot of people say it sucks. A lot of people don't understand the industry. They don't understand what's right from wrong. They just thought that I'm going to sign up here. I'm going to get Google verified and Google guaranteed. Leads are going to show up. I have to pay for them. And then I'm going to make a ton of money. Well, what happened and what transpired in there is Google struggles to put things in the right bucket. So you might not want to work with rentals. And it might be that that person came in looking for, they acted like they wanted a realtor, but when in reality, they need to go to a property management company and look for homes for rent or properties for rent. And Google sends you that lead, you pay for it, you pay a pretty penny for it. The lead doesn't qualify, and then you go about your day, not knowing in the back end, you need to go in there and mark that as a bad lead, rate it, say 1 out of 5, the person was looking for a rental, we don't do rentals, and then you would get your money back. But instead, the industry and the talking heads in the industry, in my industry in real estate, said LSA leads are trash, don't do them anymore. Well, they're crazy because we have some agents making a ton of money on LSA leads, and they're amazing, and they're what we tell people to start with. The more of those you can get, the better. The better you are with your GBP, the higher your LSA content can be. The higher amount of traffic you're going to get with LSA. The more responsive you are to answering your phone, which sounds pretty trivial, but it's not. It's wildly important. That's another kind of part or feature of LSA works if you answer your phone. If you're responsive on your phone, LSA is going to work great. If you never answer your phone, Google's going to send it to somebody else because they want that phone answered. They want that person to get to reach who they want to talk to. So all those things are important. And in our industry, a lot of people didn't realize that or didn't care. So they just told you LSA was bad. It's amazing. It can make you a ton of money. It could be the number one producer for you in the years to come still, and it continues to grow and it continues to get more popular. So when we talk about doing the local leader, that LSA, GBP, and then running a small ads campaign is what that local leader is. So we're running a small ads campaign to try to make sure that you're showing up in that map pack. You're showing up when you want to and how you want to, because you can show up as a sponsored link in there as well. It's still going to show how many reviews you get. It's still going to show all that stuff. But at the same time, it puts you front and center with people when they're looking for a realtor now. So every time I talk to a client and say, what's the best thing that could happen? Well, I could have somebody call me. If somebody called me and said they're ready to buy tomorrow, that'd be the best lead possible. And I would pay for those leads and I would do unlimited amounts of those calls. That's what LSA is. We are not giving it the credit that it's due. So LSA, GBP, that's a solution that we offer. The local leader is a little bit of a variation of that. But again, when you're talking to us, ask us questions. If you have those solutions already in place, we can do a review of how they look, what you can improve on your own if you want to run them yourself. But that's something that we take off of your plate and make sure runs super efficiently. So, by all means, reach out drivenleads.com and ask us a little bit more about that local service ads and the Google business profile, because those are the two most important things that you can do that cost you the least amount of money, don't require a website, so to speak, don't require all this grandiose attention, and you can get that going right away. So give us a holler and we'd love to talk to you.